Ladies, thank you so much for joining me yesterday in our chipping pitching clinic. So I just want to go over a few of the main things. To start, we're going to just start with our setup. So when we set up for a chip or a pitch, our feet are going to be a little closer together, about 1 to 2 club head widths apart. We are going to want the ball in the close to middle of our stance, slightly maybe to the back foot. Okay, we don't want it in front of our foot or behind our feet. Okay. Next, we need the handle to be slightly closer to our left leg. We don't want to be outside of our left leg, slightly on the inside part. From there, the thing that I tend to see most is people tend to stand too far away from their chips, so they get this full swing setup versus standing a little taller and closer to the golf ball. Very important. So once we get our chipping setup in place, we're just simply trying to get the club to swing up a little bit and then through. What we're looking for in the follow through, I'm going to be pretty tall. My weight's going to be on my front foot. My right heel is going to be just slightly picked up in the air. Okay, that's a big thing. I tend to see where right heels stay down and then we lean back a lot, and that's what causes our chunk shots and sometimes our thin shots. We want to feel like we're going to let our right heel release and we're going to finish tall on the front foot. Okay. Why is the stick here? We had the stick here because we want to work on the club not going outside of it or also too far inside of it. We want this club to work back slightly inside of it and up, slightly there and through. So what we were doing yesterday, we worked a lot on doing a practice swing, holding the follow through, and then setting up, and trying to do the same thing. Notice how I'm holding my follow through, I'm watching the ball fly. That's so important when we're doing this. I'm gonna pull another ball over, I'm gonna make sure I have a good setup, do a little practice swing. Something like that. Alrighty, so what we did at the end is we just talked about games. So we talked about like a ladder drill where you put sticks in place or even towels in place and you're trying to get it in certain segments of the ladder. We also talked about lies. So we talked about how downhill lies, the ball is going to go lower. So we actually need more loft. And when we have that more loft, we then need to make sure we're leaning forward and swinging down the hill. Okay. When we have an uphill lie, the ball tends to go higher, so we need less lofted clubs because the ball is going to go up in the air easier. When we're on this uphill lie, we have to make sure we get our weight more forward. And we'll definitely be discussing more of those type of lies as we move forward in the upcoming clinics and months, because we have a lot of those here at Menlo. So let me know if you have any questions. It was great working with all of you yesterday, and I look forward to seeing you hit some better chips and pitches.